Hey y'all, I'm feeling a little better today, so that's good. Some good news. And I think it's because I was laughing a lot because I went to the movies and I saw an advanced screening of Friendship starring Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd. Okay, I'm feeling bad again. Okay, I'm getting a little better. I'm getting a little better. Anyway, it was an advanced screening, so that was pretty cool. So I guess I'm one of the first people to see this movie, Friendship, and I thought I should talk to you about it in case you want to see it. I'm going to give a little spoiler free review of the movie. Now, the movies that I put on this YouTube channel are horror movies, generally. Well, I've only put a few of them on here, so this is a horror movie channel. I'm a horror movie enthusiast. So this movie it's sort of a comedy, right? Or a dark comedy. But if you've seen the trailers and you know this is an A24 movie, you kind of know that you're in for something that is probably going to twist. In fact, I think it even says in the trailers that it's going to be a nightmare. The movie is going to devolve into a nightmare, that sort of thing. And when you're talking about nightmares, this is basically a horror movie. That's how I went into it, looking for it to be really dark, and it would have its comedic moments, but that it should devolve into some nightmare, some terror movie. Unfortunately, I was let down on that. I do not think this is a horror movie, and I do not think that their premise of making this a nightmarish story with an interesting twist worked. So I'm just gonna tell you that. I will say that for a comedy, it was very funny. I mean, it was extremely funny. The whole audience was laughing the whole time, like right from the very first few seconds of the movie. It just gets you. And the acting was tremendous. Tim Robinson is comedic gold. Paul Rudd was pretty good. But really, it was Tim Robinson, the main character, who keeps the whole movie going and holds up the whole movie. He was so funny. He probably remind you of me, just like this nerdy guy, his character anyway, who is just socially awkward, that sort of thing. So it's kind of an homage to people like the duck, who are just kind of odd ducks, that sort of thing. But he gets thrown into this world of kind of being a cool guy, getting to sit at the table with a bunch of cool guys and that sort of thing. And as you can sort of tell from the trailer, what may start as that eventually sort of changes in some sort of way. And yeah, that's what happens in the movie. I think the actual title of the movie was supposed to be called Male Friendship, because A24 released a hat like this that I've been trying to buy, but I'm waitlisted for it. It's a really cool hat, and it says Male Friendship on it. So I think that's maybe due to gender. I don't know what, but I think that's probably what the title was supposed to be. And it certainly feels like that's what the title should have been, because it's not just a movie about like friendship, it's about male friendship, and it's many complexities, that sort of thing. Or lack of complexity, I'm not really sure. I will say that the story did not really work, and that the movie was not overall very good. I hate to say it. It just seemed kind of random and not really well put together, just not well written. The comedy was very well written, so if you want to laugh, I recommend this movie. I've been sick, as I mentioned on my last video, but I didn't even notice, and I started to realize that I was feeling better. Laughter really is the best medicine. I was feeling a lot better during this movie. I was just laughing up a storm. I was having a great time. had some popcorn. Oh, and they brought back my non-alcoholic beer, so I had that. But I feel like the story just sort of meandered into weird little mini stories here and there and tried to tie them together, but I don't really think it was effective. So I think it failed on those two levels. It failed on being a coherent, well tied together story, and it failed on being what it was marketed to be, which was a really dark, nightmarish, semi horror movie that A24 is sort of known for. So, no, I wouldn't really recommend seeing this movie right away. It'll premiere in a few days to general audiences, and if someone asks me, I'm gonna not recommend that they see it. You know, wait for it to come out on Hulu or whatever in a few months, probably. But save your money on this one, unless you really, really, really want a good laugh. Then go to it for that. But not if you're expecting it to be what it was marketed to be, which is a strong A24 movie that is nightmarish and that really is sophisticated enough to create that complex of a story, because it just isn't, unfortunately. Okay, well, that was my review. Go see it if you want to. It's fun, but I'd wait on it. Wait for streaming. Okay. Well, thanks for joining me. See you at the next movie.